Hi guys, and welcome back to another installment of Rebuilding Stockport. Now, today I'm showing you Jason Banton, who is another one of our new players. I was in contract talks to sign him during the last episode, but it wasn't quite over the line, and it took a little while longer for some reason. Quite a bit of money is on, but I wanted backup on that wing to Darren Stevenson, because... And I'm glad I did, really, because Stevenson has looked a little bit out of his depth in this league in the first few games that we played off camera. He didn't play brilliantly in the first game of the season, and he's not really shone since. I think Jason Banton is kind of just a step up on Stevenson in every area. Plus, it means Dazzle will still get plenty of game time because, you know, he is a decent player. Still got the backup squad status, but he is on £900 a week. But it means I've given them these statuses. That way we can rotate and they won't care if they get a long run of not being in the team. And I think that's helpful too, just to keep the squad harmony. We dislike this scoreline. I am sorry, Darlington Football Club, but it is nice to see them dropping by. Stockport, if you're listening, hi. At first, I just didn't think that was actually Darlington Football Club's YouTube channel, but no, it definitely is. So, hi guys. I'm sorry you didn't get promoted with us. That would have been quite cool. Better luck this year, I suppose. And speaking of getting promoted with us, more on that in a minute. This video should be used by a coffee company as a YouTube ad. Hey, if they're listening, I'm open to it. I'm going to get you a Costa Coffee Club membership if this is the kind of videos you put out. Yeah, I wish there was a buy matter coffee button that YouTube could just pop up occasionally, just to feed me caffeine, essentially, because that's exactly what it is. I'm going to have to get another coffee after this video because I've got one more to record today. That being said, I say that with absolutely no hesitation because it is great. I'm really enjoying playing this save at the moment. So, we've had a few games off camera. Talk about that now. Come back and talk about some of the other little tiny signings, the little few decisions I've had to make over this period before the big game today against Jim Gannon's Gateshead, who, not having a good season so far. So our first home game of the season came against fellow newly promotion team, that sentence doesn't make any sense, Blyth-Speetons. You know I love a bit of Blyth-Speetons. Took the lead early on through a Jayden Anthony penalty. Fair enough, but then we got a second goal through Cameron John, deflected in from a corner, nice. And then Jack Payne's shot from the edge of the box deflected in too. We were very lucky to be 3-0 up. They did then get one back through Jarrett Rivers. Really nice work on the edge of our box, just to play a bit of tiki-taka. Didn't break the offside trap. They did a few times in the game, but not then. Scored a great goal through Jarrett Rivers, and then Jaden Thompson-Brissett came off the bench to add a fourth goal on the night. Lovely header from him. He's done all right this month, considering he's not got a lot of game time. Very nice performance, though. The tactic really does seem to be working. Those little changes we've made and getting the players in the positions that we exactly want for the team. I'm not saying this tactic will work for everybody, but if you have the right players, it seems like it does. In fact, those of you that are using it, do let me know how that's going for you. And also remember, I'm now distributing to the fullbacks and centre-backs. So if you're painting along like Bob Ross, then do feel free to put that into the tactic as well, because I think it has improved us. Next up, we are away to Leyton Orient, although for some reason the game only has them in here as Orient. I assume it's because of the name fix or whatever. We were actually pretty decent on the night, and maybe even on another day could have won this one. Took the lead early on with George Danaher, flicked the ball over the goalkeeper with a lovely little deft header from a ball from Jack Payne. They then immediately equalised through a lovely regen called Ebenezer Mohammed. He broke the offside trap and scored the equaliser. Annoying as it was their only shot on target of the entire game. We maybe even could have won this game, but Leyton Orient are a decent side, so a point away from home. I'm not knocking it. We then got straight back on the horse with a 3-1 victory at home to Macclesfield Town. Their manager tried to start some beef with me before this game, saying that I was taking it way too seriously. I told him, no you, and essentially we had the last laugh. Went in front from a corner, Ashley Palmer, good stuff. But we weren't looking particularly good, and Ben Stevens gave them a very deserved equaliser on 67 minutes. They deserved it. They probably could have gone on and won. Had a few opportunities later on, but Hinchcliffe again stood strong and kept them out. And then we got ourselves a lovely long throw goal, which Jayden Anthony got on the end of it, made it 2-1 and got us the win. But then... wow, he started the game, played pretty decent on the night. Jaden Thompson-Brissett broke the back line, Bantam put the ball through to him, and he made it 3-1. Great win again, and we just look really comfortable at this level. I understand that there's not a huge skill gap, but I think the players we've signed, the tactical tweaks, and the cohesion really does make me think that perhaps this team isn't quite such a relegation struggle or even a mid-table team. I actually wonder if there is a potential playoff push in the team this year. And that would be great. Plus, it means my relegation clauses are safe, which is always important. And finally, we travelled away to, well, struggling Wrexham and did get ourselves a 0-0 draw. Bit unfortunate, particularly as in the second half we really did step things up, but just could not quite find the goal. Hinchcliffe was actually our best player in the team. No one really quite clicked. I rested a few players, I think, for the game against Gateshead because it was a Saturday-Monday nonsense again. So today's game, the players are going to be knackered, unfortunately. So, then again, against Macclesfield, we were also quite knackered and still managed to get the win when we brought some players on late. So, hopefully, we can keep our good run going. And that leaves the league looking like this. We're currently sitting 4th, unbeaten so far in 5 games. Nice, healthy goal difference. No players really, apart from Hinchcliffe on here, because we've spread the goals around so much. Well, at one point, we'd scored 7 goals in the league, and every single goal had been scored by a different player. And that, to me, actually, I really like the fact that we're spreading the goals around. We've got centre-backs scoring, midfielders scoring, strikers, wingers, everybody getting in there and contributing, and that is great, because it means that if teams shut down a goal-scoring threat of ours, we've got 6 more. And I think that's why we're actually playing such good football at this level. But playing out from the back, particularly now that we've got a new centre-back on loan from Middlesbrough, who I'll show you in a minute, who has the plays ball out from the back kind of trait, that's really helping too. He's picked some good passes. But what I wanted to talk about was Dulwich Hamlet. They came up from the southern version of the National League, and they've won all 5 games so far. They look absolutely brilliant. They're currently sitting 4 points clear of us, and wow, what a start to the year they've had. They look excellent. Unfortunately, Gateshead have had the exact opposite of that start and have lost all 5 games in the league so far and sit dead bottom of this league, and they've been getting tonked in a game or two, hence the minus 12 goal difference. A couple more things. I offered Luke Guttridge a new contract, and you might go, are you mad? Well, as we've already shown from the high line that we've been playing in non-league, yes, but there is a reason. There is a method to my madness, and that method is that Guttridge was on £550 a week with us, and he wasn't playing, and he was expecting football. He still had a year left on his deal, and he would be very old, but I figured if he could take it, we might be able to get him to lose some money now, and that's what we've done. I offered him a new deal. He's now a backup player. He's on £160 a week, and he's now a coach too, with absolutely no add-ons whatsoever. Sorry, camera went a bit funny there. So yeah, Luke Guttridge, that saved us nearly £400 a week in wages just off of Guttridge. And I've managed to do something similar with Jake Kirby too. We're really bringing down the amount of wages that players are on, and it's given us more money just to keep us afloat. And I think that's going to help us stay a bit more stable this year, and maybe even pull off some miracles on an absolute shoestring budget, and still have a bit of money to splash on a signing occasionally. And I think this is a kind of ethos that I'm going to use going up the leagues. Really try to be a miser with the wages. Sit there and count the coins out myself if I have to. Now, I said I made some more transfers, and that I did. This is Lewis Ward. He's coming on loan from Reading. I knew absolutely nothing about him. There was no goalkeepers on my scouting thing at that point, and I really, really needed one in. So I literally just went to the transfers page, searched all players, put on who wants to come on loan, sorted by value and like wages and whatnot, and then just went for the top one, even though we knew nothing about him. Reading let us have him for free for the rest of the season. He'll make a good backup, and he might want some game time occasionally, but I think he's solid, and he'll do. We're not paying a penny for it, so we might as well. And the other one is this lad, Enis Mahmutovic. He is a Luxembourg player, 22 years old. He's got 18 caps for Luxembourg already. Decent central defender. Marking is a little bit low, heading decent, tackling decent aerial reach, and he's 6'2". Slightly better stats than pretty much Cameron John, although John does have other areas. This guy's far more technically gifted. That's the key thing, though. Decent passing, and he brings ball out of defence, which kind of suits the way we're playing at the moment. So it's just nice to have that as an added option. Another player we can bring in there to actually have 3 or 4 centre-backs. I might even fancy another one. So, what do we do about the fact that our players are absolutely cream-crackered? Mahmutovic is going to come out because Ashley Palmer is fully fit and ready to go. That was a decision I made sure of. Magoma is completely just dead on his feet at the moment. But I'm tempted to start him anyway because we've got I think we've got an international break after this, which we seem to be honouring for whatever reason. I guess it's because there are more players that are available. I don't know. Point is, we do have a little bit of a break after this, I think. Anthony is looking knackered, so we're going to start Jake Cope instead. We're slowly getting there with the match fitness of most of the players in the squad now, which is nice. DeMeo is looking completely buggered as well, so Turnbull will come in for that. Duxbury's back, Kebby on the right. Yeah, I kind of have to. Bruno Bridges, he has played, but he's not looked great. He made a lot of situations where he would just give the ball straight to the opposition, a little too much for my liking, but hopefully we can coach that out of him. I think Thompson Brissett started the last game. Actually, I'm not sure. Both of these two strikers look pretty... I might be tempted to start Thompson Brissett for this match, genuinely. He's played well, got a couple of goals for us this year. I think he deserves it. On the bench, Ward, of course, Bruno Bridges, DeMeo, Stevenson, and Ibu Toure, giving us some options. Darren Stevenson, no doubt. Actually, he's looked... I think it's just because that one appearance, which I believe... was that in the first game of the season? Or that might have been in... In fact, I guess that was, maybe. Or maybe that was a pre-season friendly. We can't take much into that at the moment. And they've got a guy called Tinkler. Robbie Tinkler. You can't go wrong with a Tinkler. And... Wait, what? Okay, they've got Ben Hinchcliffe too. This... The Clone Wars have begun. Right then. I guess we can go with the confidence. It's weirdly that it's given me these options now. We're actually starting to be favorited for a lot of these games already, which I guess just shows you how well we're actually playing at the moment. Sodslaw, it will go to pot today, but like even in the games that we've drawn this season, we were probably the better side against Leyton Orient. In fact, we definitely were. You saw the stats, and probably should have been the better side and got the win against Wrexham too. So if we could, and those were both away games, if we could just turn some of those into wins, God knows where we could end up. Right then, let's do this. We're at home against the bottom club. You'd expect to win based on the way we've played so far this season. And a win here would be, I mean, where would that put us? That would put us on to, what, 14 points already? Uh-oh. Ollie's ball in. Well played, Duxbury. Here we go, breakaway chance. Banton's got the ball. Thompson Brissett's a little bit pacier than we're used to up front. We've got men surging forward. Can he find the cries? He's mucked that up a bit, hasn't he? Turnbull's not going to get that either. Ollie. There's men on the edge of the box. One of them is Jack Payne. Will he bend one? He's going all the way through. Oh, deflected. Getting in on him nicely. Yes, Kebby. Thompson Brissett coming back there. He's going to have to bomb forward now because we've got no one really offering us Oh, Banton! Yes, Jason Banton at the far post. Stockport 1, Gateshead 0. Dulwich Hamlet are winning again. Can you believe that? This is really nice work out on the wing from Jake Cope. Him and Jayden Anthony have both looked really solid. One of them's crossing's better, but Cope just looks so much more dynamic in those positions. Banton doing his best Darren Stevenson impression and getting us the opening goal in this match. He looks like a solid signing. 1-0. Foden. Yeah, we're forcing them to play it long through the middle now. Oh, God, they've got onto it, though. It's Ben Hinchcliffe against Ben Hinchcliffe. And Ben Hinchcliffe does a great job and also a terrible job at the same time. Dalpy, ball over the top again. Kebby should easily mop that up. Finds Palmer. John. Palmer John. We've got a cheesy backline. We really have taken to this division like ducks to water. Or it certainly seems like it. Okay, we're playing the bottom club. But we're doing the job. And that's what matters. Payne with the long throw, perhaps. Brissett. Cope. It's Jason Banton again, doing a Darren Stevenson, grabbing his second goal of the game, and we now lead 2-0 over Gateshead, and this is looking very, very bad for Gateshead at the moment. Lovely ball from, lovely throw in there. If anything, it gets cleared, and Cope just has a mighty whack at it, and Banton, I don't know what's happened there. I think the defenders cleared it against him, but Banton's put it in again, 2-0. Stockport 2, Gateshead 0. Very good first half. 2 goals for Jason Banton, both assisted by Jake Cope. Considering this is a rotated side, we're doing the job yet again. Dulwich already 3-1 up against Sutton United, and this guy Preddy, I thought this was Proudy for a second. That wouldn't make any sense. They're winning the league, not getting relegated. Okay, not a lot really happening in this game, so I am going to get off Magoma for DeMeo just to make sure that we don't get an injury to him. Payne not having the best day either, and also looking a bit knackered, but maybe it's time for Dazza Stevens as well, and Kebby as well. Or is it Ducks? Honestly, Kebby's playing well, and he's better in fitness. So we're going to get, I know 3 substitutions, but when it's this type of game, I feel like I can make them a bit earlier, because 1, we're winning, and 2, the players are much more tired than usual. Dulwich Hamlet are 4-1 up in their game. This is going to be a red card, isn't it? Robbie Tinkler has sent off. He's gone for an early tinkle, and it is now, wow. I mean, this goes from bad to worse for them, doesn't it? Right, so the change they've made is to mess around there. So I guess, and also, because, you know, adding insult to injury is one of my favourite things to do on this game. We're going to go to wing-back on attacking for Kebby for the rest of this match. Let's see if we can add insult to injury. Kebby's ball in. Turnbull knocks it down. John cleared away, but they have no one up the pitch to get on the end of that at all. Kebby again. Get that cross in, son. Goes short for Cope. Pulls it back across for Stevenson. Oh, and there's the goal. 3-0. Darren Stevenson. Jake Cope gets his 3rd assist of the night. And we lead 3-0 at home to Gateshead. We're actually looking better than we did at the back end of last season. This is insane. And it's not like there's that many new players. A lot of the same lads are still performing well in this division. Stevenson, brilliant composure, gets inside, scores himself a goal. It's nice to see Dazza get himself a goal in this league. Come on, don't concede a goal. Don't give him the hope here. McNamee. Let's catch him on the break, perhaps. Oh, they've got one. And of course it was Ben Hinchcliffe. Ben Hinchcliffe scores past Ben Hinchcliffe, and it's 3-1 from a set piece. Ah, well, you know, it's going to happen sometimes. Bad defending at the back post. I think that was Jake Cope actually losing his man. It's a shame. Ebbsfleet are 7-1 up away at Halifax as well. There is a lot of goals flying around this league. Halifax down at the bottom with Gateshead. We'll have to take a look at that in a minute. 3-1 win for us, though. Very good home performance. Not enough shots on target for my liking in this game, but we did win the game anyway. That left-hand channel as well. All 3 goals coming through it. Banton with 2 of them, and 1 for Darren Stevenson. Great performance. Just looking at some of these scorelines. 6-4. Sutton United, through Wright, actually got 3 goals back in the final 10 minutes. Oh, the red card probably aided that, I guess. And 7-1 away from home for Ebbsfleet United. Let's see the actual table, though. Here we go. So Dulwich Hamlet still top the league, obviously. 4 points clear of, amazingly, us, because Fylde actually got 2 goals late back on against Orient, and now we sit second in the division. Looking pretty good at the moment for a playoff spot, and now 9 points clear of the relegation places. Halifax and Gateshead. oh boy, they don't look very good at the moment. Which is why it could not be more perfect, in all honesty, than the next, like, I swear a game's been moved around because of fixtures or something. It literally could not be any more perfect that next episode we get to play Salford and then Dulwich Hamlet. That's absolutely perfect. Hartlepool off camera, then come back for that. Right. I'm looking forward to this because this season is going very nicely. Let me know, what do you think is actually going to happen? Give me your predictions for this. And also, new players, that means a new chance, and of course, new rumours about those players. Let me know any new chance and rumours in the comments as well as where you think we're going to finish this season. So, if you've enjoyed this, drop a like on the video, that would be smashing. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button to follow us on our journey, which looks like it might end up with potentially a playoff shot this year, which would be quite fun. Anyway, if you have enjoyed it, subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.